2.5 kilometers to go, and we did see Ayuso there just, with Romo just knocking it off a bit. Maybe he felt that he wasn't contributing as much as he was, and that is the way, to just start to scare him a bit and start play the game. And now they seem to be all, back. They are all just working well together.
And tactically, you have to say, good decision if that's exactly what he's done, because the pressure's on Movistar here at home. They've not won yet. They need to win. The sponsors will require that.
Well, it's in a real good position here, and it's going to be an interesting one out to see, who's going to be the best in this sprint, because it is going to come down to that. And we're hearing that Roland still at that 17 seconds, and it's amazing that he is still hanging in there at that, because the two up front, I know they did knock her off a little bit, but they have been riding very strong. And we can see this group, the way it's just starting to close down a little bit, but it's too late.
Campenaerts has made another move off the front here. Trying to chase him. Pearson will be following, looking for points. Movistar looking for placings as well. It's up there. Hisman who's doing that. 1 kilometre to go then. Do they have enough time? 15 seconds over Roland. A little look around, 28 seconds over the next group. The answer should be yes. How much are they going to mess around? For now, they keep this speed, twisting and turning into town. It's going to be Javier Romo versus Juan Ayuso. Movistar against UAE. 77 victories this season for UAE. Another one here, and there'll be 7 off the all-time record. Movistar can only dream of a return like that right now, but they want to win at their home race. Here comes the big group behind, 3¼ hours in. Less than 30 seconds now, the gap. They are flying around here at great speed. It's still Romo on the front, and Ayuso's playing this one perfectly. He's on the wheel, Sean, he's ready to pass.
Yes, he is playing the one, and he's just playing the tactic. Be the wheel here, but Romo is going to be the one who has to start up the sprint here, and it's going to be an interesting one. Who is going to be the strongest? I would expect Romo to have the better kick.
It is Javier Romo who goes, Javier Romo who kicks, but Juan Ayuso explodes here to the front. Juan Ayuso has the beating of Javier Romo. Resistance cracked already. And he's done it again. He has to win. He does win. He's a born winner. And Juan Ayuso, for the second time at this Vuelta A Espana, takes victory. Javier Romo into second place. What a ride from young Pierre Cornor. 4th place goes to Campenaerts, and more green jersey points in 5th go to Miss Pedersen. It's a breakaway day to Corrales de Buena. It's win number 78 of the season for UAE Team Emirates. It's a 5th of this Vuelta out of 11 contested stages. They might not be the top of the GC, but elsewhere they are utterly dominant.
Well, what a performance by Ayuso there. I was expecting Romo to have the better kick than this man here, but he played it well. He made him lead out the sprint, sat on him for the last kilometre, and then when he did kick, we could see Romo just not having the legs to continue on and to try to come over him.
Ayuso, just a couple of kilometres up the road, now has a stage named after it. It's Juan Ayuso who wins. Victory for UAE again. Disappointment for Movistar at home. Oh, so close for Romo. The resistance was broken rather quickly. A look around, the head down of his rival, and that was that.
Well, impressive by Ayuso, and when he did kick, we could see there that he had the more power there, and Romo after this ride as well. I think it's all about what you have got. It's not about maybe the fastest, because I think if in a fresher sprint Romo might be the fastest one, but this man, of course, we know when he gets to the end of a difficult stage, he is just he's got that class, and we see he's proved it for many times, and he's proved it once again today.
He might be leaving the team at the end of the season, but he is contributing to a potential record-setting total of victories at the very top level this year. That's the stage on day 12 of the Vuelta. A 16th career professional win for Juan Ayuso, a 3rd in a Grand Tour all this season, a 2nd at this Vuelta A Espana. It's Ayuso, Romo, Roland, alongside Campenaerts and Pedersen, with Dents, House and Buitrago. A top 10 for Bellocchi at 20 years of age on his Vuelta debut, and Pablo Castrillo in 10th place as well. Movistar, by the way, for the record, taking 2nd and 10th. Here is the GC group, and they're led home today by Ben Tulip. Chance to try and rest up. Not the biggest of transfers, thankfully, for the riders this evening, nor tomorrow night. But a very long stage. Tomorrow's the second longest stage of the Vuelta a España. Leaving Cabezón de la Sal just down the road from here, all the way up to the Alto del Angliru. 203 kilometers. 4,000 meters of climbing. And to, yes, that climb. Tomorrow's stage begins here in Cantabria, crosses a grand part of the Spanish mountain paradise of Asturias, and away from those mountains, down here on the plains, we're on Castle Watch. Probably not a day for the swimming pool. This is the Corrales de Buelna. Two Ks then for this group. It'll be a handshake and hasta mañana. As well as Angliru tomorrow, we've got the usual build-up, haven't we? The Cordal, big climb on the way to Angliru, mostly. Again, very, very steep. Before that, Mosqueta, another first category climb. We've got our first Especial category climb tomorrow. That's the Angliru. And that was the frustration on the face of Javier Romo, who was beaten.
Yes, I think he was confident in the sprint. The way he was leading in there, I think he reckoned that he was the better one, the better kick. And I was also thinking he was going to be the one. But yeah, with this man, you have to be real careful. And when he led in from that kilometre to go, it is not the best position to be in. But with this man, we know his quality, and yeah, the way he's able to win races and the races he has won. And let's not forget, he's still under 23, not 23 years old yet, if I'm right. So he's been around a long time, and there's been so much talk about him. You think he's much older, but he is such a young rider, and yeah, it's going to be interesting going forward what he's going to do. He is a rider with that talent to win a big 3-week tour. Depending on where he goes, what team, what way they will be looking after him. And we all know, and we've talked about it, Rob, if he's in a team where he's looked after, he knows he's the leader, he can do just some great things.
That's the thing about him, isn't he? He's an exceptional talent, but he has to be the leader. He has to be the main man. Otherwise, we've seen it just does not work with him. You mentioned, yes, he's under 23. He turns 23, Sean, in 12 days' time. Just 2 days after the end of the Vuelta a España. So much more to come. It won't be with UAE Emirates. There's a smile on the face of their big rivals, Visma Lease Bike and Matteo Jorgensen, just sitting in front of Jonas Vingegaard, who will have to do it tomorrow. So will Almeida, so will Pidcock. That is the podium as it stands. It could all change in 24 hours as we go to the mighty, feared Angliru, high up in the mountains in Asturias. Here, though, on the plain in Cantabria, after a brief exchange with the mountains, it is Jonas Vingegaard with no changes at the top of the general classification, who retains the Roja. He retains the lead.